What's up, guys? It's Ashley here. So, I think I told you guys yesterday or a couple weeks ago, that I have to take some time off. Um, I have Ehlers-Danlos, and I've started to lose the valve elasticity in my joints and my fingers, and so I've had like lots of numbness, tingling stuff over the years. A couple years ago, they thought they might have to put a cage in my neck because I was really doing a number on my shoulders and my neck. And then I started having all this tonsillitis stuff. So I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I've had 11 cases of strep since last May, basically when I went back to work. And Friday, I have tonsil surgery. So I guess it's different, when you own a business with multiple therapists versus being a solo practitioner, because you've got to keep things running and you've got to keep all your books going and your budget, budgeted, and, everything's still going on. It doesn't stop because you take time out for surgery. Well, Sunday, I went for one last hike on my way home from helping a friend, and I tripped over a root. So now I'm on crutches, waiting to find out if I have a torn ACL or not. So it's been a heck of a week. And, it's funny because I guess whenever you step back like this, you realize how well your business runs and you see where your holes are, where you've been overcompensating and not doing necessarily what you need to do to keep everything moving. So, it's a learning experience, even if it's not the funnest of times. So, today we had somebody get sick, and then we had to cancel their clients, but I felt really bad because they were really sick. They had a really bad stomach virus. I almost threw up on the client. Those are my favorite days, But at the same time, like I'm glad, I'm really glad that we are where we are, because, here we are, like a year ago, we were all sitting at home, I was trying to be happy-go-lucky, keep everybody going, try to keep people looking forward, and here I am still a year later, able to help people keep moving their businesses forward, and goal setting, and I still coach. I just don't do as much as I used to. But I think in the weeks to come, I've got more time to do that. We'll see how it goes after a tonsillectomy. But 2 weeks after that, I'll be back. I've been working on the last 2 days getting some of these courses recorded. I accidentally deleted 14 hours of video footage for a course. That was really upsetting. But, at the end of the day, it's a learning experience. And I've had that footage since, I guess, last January and hadn't uploaded it because I kept misplacing the card. So at the end of the day, it's my fault. So it's funny, like, how we have things in our business that we put off. We put it down our to-do list. It just keeps moving down our to-do list. And then eventually we're like, oh, we'll get to this. Oh, eventually we'll do this. So here I am the week before I have surgery, and I have all this stuff on my to-do list. And, then you find out, oh, crap, like I'm going to be on crutches for a week or two, until we figure out if I have a torn ACL or if it's just a sprain. So, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sweating it like I was. I think I'm more worried about the pain from surgery than I'm worried about the surgery or the time off. But it's always good, to take time out and step away and say, hey, like, this is what worked while I was gone. This is what didn't work while I was gone. This is the frustration. In consulting land, there's this thing called a SWOT analysis, and it's what you look at. So your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So through taking some time off and stepping back and not seeing clients anymore, I am really going to see our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. And, I've been very hesitant to brag about myself and my place in my business sometimes, but I treat everybody in my office as part of a team. I had to have a hard conversation last week because I had two people that I really needed to take a little bit of a pay cut, because I found out that basically a lot of what I was making was going to other people's paychecks. And, that's great when I'm working. It's not that big of a deal. But when it comes to having to remove myself from my business and having to be out long term, that becomes a problem. Basically, one of the things that I've learned, the last couple weeks trying to redo the budget and the finances and everything is during COVID, there's now FICA tax and unemployment coming out of people's tips, So now you're paying an extra 15 to 37% on your employees' tips. Oh, my video went away. Yeah.